Gratitude leads to more gratitude. Gratitude leads to abundance. And one tiny little moment of gratitude, it leads you to more and more awareness of other gratitudes during the day. And those moments of gratitude during the day will lead to positive energies. Hello, and thank you for joining me here on Hope to Recharge podcast, the podcast that's designed to break the stigma around mental health and to create some hope and inspiration and give some practical tips to those that are struggling with mental health, whether it's from personal stories to break the stigma or some advice from professionals in the mental health community. Whether you are struggling with mental health on your own or you know a loved one that is struggling, we are here to support you and to create a community so you know you are not alone. The road to recovery can be difficult and challenging. At Hope to Recharge, we believe that in mental health, together is always better. I'm your host, Matana. Thank you for joining me here today. Hello. It's Attitude of Gratitude Thursday, my favorite time of the week to talk about gratitude, to share gratitude with the world. The second week of 2020. So much has happened in the last week, so much to be grateful for. I want you to take a moment and acknowledge yourselves for choosing this podcast to listen to choosing gratitude, to choosing something that will increase your well-being. Take a moment and say thank you to yourself for choosing something positive. We have to remember to be grateful to ourselves for working hard, for showing up. I always say when we want to heal, we have to choose it. We have to choose right. It's easy to avoid. It's so much easier to avoid and say, it's not going to work for me. I don't want to do it. It's silly. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. But it's so much harder to actually do the practice and try and implement and show up and take the time. So you guys earned it. You earned a moment of gratitude to yourselves. So give it to yourselves. I want to just talk about the mastermind that we are 2 weeks away from starting. We're so excited about it. Go check it out on the Hope to Recharge podcast website, hopetorecharge.com. That's hopetorecharge.com/mastermind. All of you that reached out to find out about it, it was so heartwarming to know that there is such an awareness out there of people that want to grow, they want to learn, they want to implement, they want to move the needle. So we are starting in 2 weeks, maybe even less than 2 weeks. Yeah, it's really soon. I can't believe it. It's creeping up on us. January 19th will be our first call, once a month call for those that are looking to level up their mental health, to practice, to deep dive, to work with me on different ideas that I implemented in my life, strategies that I learned and implemented, and strategies that I'm still learning and implementing and evolving through. So if you're someone that's a positive thinker, if you're someone that is looking for change and is looking for a better tomorrow, go look into the Hope to Recharge Mastermind and see if it's fitting for you. If you have any questions, we are here to answer. There's an email on the page, hopetorecharge.com/mastermind. Now, today I want to talk about what I'm hearing from the world about gratitude. So a lot of people are, I want to say it in a nice way, but I really have to say it outright. A lot of people just don't want to believe in gratitude. They don't want to believe in the practice. So there are two groups. They're the groups that are super motivated and excited, and they're actually implementing and growing and changing and evolving and sharing their gratitude experiences, and they're sharing how they're evolving with gratitude. And then there's those pessimists that feel that it's not going to work for them and they're not willing to try. And I feel bad for these people, and I feel bad because they don't understand how awesome it is to live with gratitude. And if they just understood how gratitude leads to more gratitude. Gratitude leads to abundance. And one tiny little moment of gratitude can invite you, one forced moment of gratitude. Let me say it this way. One forced moment of gratitude in the beginning of the day. So if you wake up not grateful, not feeling grateful, depleted, angry, upset, depressed, depleted, out of it, no hope. And if you stop, take a minute to focus on something that you're willing to find something to be grateful for. And there's always something to be grateful for. Always. And if you can't find something, go to your breath. Go to your breath. The fact that you're breathing will center you to be grateful for your breath, for something, for your feelings in your fingers, the idea that you can open your eyes and see, that you can hear this, a moment of gratitude. So when you force a moment of gratitude when it is not easy to find, it leads you to more and more awareness of other gratitudes during the day. And those moments of gratitude during the day will lead to positive energies. And those positive energies will lead you to surround yourself around better people, better opportunities, better health. You will suddenly start gravitating to more better choices in life, to eat better, to exercise better, to think better, to think more positive, implement more positive things in your life. It's just like a magnet. So you start off with one little forced gratitude, and then it just goes on and on and on and on. And the more you practice it, so you start with just a moment of thinking, and then it starts evolving like a domino effect. It's really like a domino effect. I'd like to take this opportunity to pause for a second and give a big thank you to our sponsor, BetterHelp.com. Have you been thinking of getting therapy for a while, but you live in a place that doesn't have therapists that meets your need? Or are they too expensive for what you can afford and you really want to get help and therapy? Or do you travel a lot and you can't access the therapist when you travel? Or do you come home from work and it's too late to go to an office for therapy? Well, BetterHelp.com is an online platform for therapy. You can access thousands of therapists and choose from the therapist that meets your need. Go to BetterHelp.com/hope to recharge. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hope to recharge to receive your 10% off on your first month. Take charge of your wellness. Go try them out. They really try hard to match you up with a specific therapist that will meet your need. Don't wait to get help. Go now, betterhelp.com/hope to recharge. You can access them from your phone, your tablet, your computer. You can be in your bed and you can receive your therapy you need. Don't wait longer. And now enjoy the rest of the episode. I've had a really hard 24 hours with my baby. He's been really sick. He's been vomiting nonstop, and I had to cancel a full day of meetings and things that I was looking forward to starting off my week with. And for some reason, it should have hit me with such a low and disappointment. And the fact that I was living with gratitude really made the shift for me, and I was just okay with it. I was really okay with it, and I was noticing everything positive along the day instead of focusing on what is not okay. Now, our brain can focus on one thing at a time. So we can either choose to focus on what is working, or we can focus on what's not working. Our brain is really good about focusing on what's not working, but if we choose to focus on what is working, our brain will hyper focus on it and will stay tuned to what is working, and you'll start noticing. I know that we speak about this a lot, but I feel like I need to share this over and over and over, because if you start tapping into it and you start living with gratitude, your mind will start not only looking and seeing it, you will start feeling it, you will start experiencing it, and you will start sharing it. And when I say sharing it, you will start being more grateful for people around you. You will start being grateful for services that you never thought were so important to be grateful for, because we take it for granted. But that is the power of gratitude, that our mind can focus on what is working versus what's not working. I saw a saying, I think it was a saying, or maybe it was an article that I was reading about what is more important to do, to focus on what you're good at or to focus on what you're not good at. And the article said, focus on what you are good at versus implementing what you're not good at. So hyper focus on the positive, hyper focus on what is good, and let that take you to abundance. Let that take you to joy. And I'm telling you, it really leads you in the right direction. It leads you to clarity. It unstuffs your mind. It really really, really does. Share your gratitude with us. Share your gratitude with the world. Continue doing it. Journal. Maybe it's a right time to start journaling it, because journaling it brings even more and more and more abundance and more clarity and stuff coming up. I'm still implementing the creating miracles in 40 days. I think it's called Making Miracles in 40 Days, that every day I have to write what I'm grateful for, the good and the bad. And it's really a challenge for me. It's really, really, really a challenge for me. I've done it a few times and I keep on being nervous about finishing it because I'm so used to hyper focusing on what is working that when I give my brain the space to write and feel what's not working and I put it into words on paper, I'm scared that it's going to invite negative energy. So I'm so not used to it and it's hard for me, and it's really, really hard for me. So I'm doing it and I'm writing I am grateful for, and then I write all the stuff that are hard in my day or my life or what I'm going through. I must say it's not an easy process to focus on what's not working for me. It took me years to shift my brain to working the opposite. It used to be that I hyper focused on only on the negative. That's how my brain was working out of anxiety, fear, hurt. And after years of working on my brain to see positive, to see the good, it's really hard for me to verbalize the negative. It's a work in progress, and I'm looking forward for my miracles. I write down my miracles that I'm looking forward to happening, and to focus on the things that I wish were different, and under the category of I'm grateful for, even though it's not working, I'm grateful for it, and sharing my thoughts and my feelings about that. So that's a wrap for today. I'm excited for everyone's gratitude journey in 2020. I know phenomenal things are coming. Really phenomenal things are coming. I'm practicing loving the journey. And that's big part for me practicing the gratitude is the ability to love the journey as I go along. If you're listening to me on iTunes, would you do me a big favor? A personal big favor to Matana from Hope to Recharge podcast. Can you go and leave a review on what you think about this podcast? Tell us the truth. Share with us. Share with the world. If you think this will help someone, share this episode with someone that can increase gratitude in their life, or you think that it will help them shift where they are to a better place. So either share this episode or share with us what you think about this episode, or leave a review for us on iTunes. We would really appreciate it. The more reviews we get, the more publicity we get, the more we can share our experiences with the world, the more we go public. And you, yes, you that is listening through iTunes can help us move our needle towards breaking the stigma and sharing gratitude and sharing positivity with the world. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of my tribe. Thank you for trusting us with your time. Thank you for granting us your time. And thank you for being a part of the Hope to Recharge community. Hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful, grateful weekend. Thank you for joining us and taking the time to listen. I really appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button so you can hear further episodes. If you are listening to us on iTunes, please leave feedback and ratings below. Let us know if there's any topic that you would like to hear from us in the future. Bye till next time.